All right, let's just jump right in, because something huge just happened. The date is February 7th, 2026, and the world of AI as we know it has completely changed. We're talking about autonomous agents being deployed at Goldman Sachs, a massive security breakthrough, and a merger worth $250 billion. Yeah, it's been a busy day.
And all of this brings us to the one big question we're going to tackle. For the past few years, AI has been this thing we talk to, right? A chatbot. But is this the moment it finally stops just chatting and actually starts working? We are officially in what everyone is starting to call the agentic era.
So what in the world is agentic AI? Let's get a really simple definition down. Instead of an AI that just responds to your prompts, these are systems that can act on their own. They can do research, they can make plans, and they can actually execute complex tasks without you holding their hand the whole way. The best way to think about it? They're not a tool you use anymore. They're more like a digital coworker you can delegate tasks to.
And this whole revolution, it has a very clear starting point. To really get what's going on, we have to look at the company that basically just fired the starting pistol, Anthropic. So Anthropic just dropped their new model, Claude Opus 4.6. And let me tell you, this is a whole different kind of animal. This isn't just a little update to make it write better emails. No. This model was built from the ground up to be an absolute powerhouse at research, capable of doing really deep, independent analysis. And if you want proof of just how powerful it is, get this. Before they even released it to the public, this one model, all by itself, discovered over 500 zero-day security vulnerabilities in open-source software. Now, these are the really nasty security flaws, the ones that nobody knows about yet, flaws that human experts have missed for years, and this AI just found hundreds of them? It's insane. But this isn't just some experiment happening in a lab. This is the real deal. Goldman Sachs, yes, that Goldman Sachs, has officially said they're using these agents to automate really critical jobs like trade accounting and compliance. So the big takeaway here is that agentic AI has already made the jump from the tech world into the super high-stakes, highly regulated world of big finance.
And you better believe Wall Street is reacting. We are watching what people are already calling the SaaS-pocalypse, a massive, massive sell-off of traditional software stocks. And why? Well, the logic is pretty simple. Investors are betting that if you can hire a few AI agents to do the work, you're not going to need to buy thousands of software licenses for all your employees anymore. So, of course, a move this big does not go unanswered. The other giants in this space, OpenAI and Elon Musk, are not just sitting on the sidelines. They are already launching their counterattacks. OpenAI is hitting back with a 1-2 punch. First, they've launched a new platform called Frontier, which is basically designed to be the management system for your new AI workforce, a way to control and deploy all these agents in a big company. And at the same time, they dropped a new model, GPT 5.3 Codex, which they claim is 25% faster at finding and fixing its own mistakes in code. But honestly, the biggest shockwave of the day, the one nobody saw coming, came from Elon Musk. In a truly stunning move, SpaceX has officially acquired xAI. This is a historic consolidation of power, and it changes the entire board. And the scale of this deal is just hard to even wrap your head around. It was an all-stock deal valued at a staggering $250 billion. That creates an absolute behemoth that spans space, global data, and artificial intelligence all in one company.
And when you look at it, you can see Musk's long-term strategy just snap into focus. He's building a totally self-contained system. Step 1, Starlink satellites collect just an unbelievable amount of data from all over the globe. Step 2, all that data gets fed directly into xAI to be turned into usable intelligence. And step 3, and this is the really critical part, the whole system can operate completely on its own, independent of the normal internet down here on the ground.
Now, all of this incredible progress, well, it comes with a price. A very real, very physical price. This whole agent revolution is creating what you could call a trillion-dollar bottleneck in the real world.
For the first time in human history, global sales of semiconductors have officially crossed the $1 trillion line. And what's driving that insane demand? You guessed it, it's almost entirely driven by the world's bottomless appetite for more powerful AI chips. And if you're a company trying to actually build this stuff, your costs are just skyrocketing. Just to put it in perspective for you, the price of memory chips, which are absolutely essential for AI, has jumped almost 95% in the last 3 months alone. The price of building intelligence is getting really, really steep. So the big tech companies are basically throwing mountains of cash at the problem.
The combined spending plan for this year from Amazon, Google, Meta, and Microsoft is a jaw-dropping $650 billion, and most of that is going straight into building the data centers and getting the hardware they need to power this new agentic world.
But here's the thing. Money can't solve every problem. We're starting to hit hard physical limits. The demand for electricity is becoming so extreme that lawmakers in New York are now actually proposing a 3-year ban on building any new data centers. The power grid, as it is, just can't handle the load.
Okay, so let's bring this all home. The point is, this isn't some far-off theory anymore. This is a brand new reality that is being deployed all around us right now.
Just look at how fast this is spreading. Waymo is using an AI to simulate millions of dangerous driving situations, basically letting its cars practice for near accidents without ever getting a scratch. Reddit is now mixing AI-generated answers right into its search results. And, just to show you that governments are watching very closely, China has already flagged major security risks in a popular open-source tool for building agents called OpenClaw.
So the takeaway from all this is crystal clear. The shift has happened. We've officially moved out of the chatbot era, which was all about hype and experiments, and into the agentic era, which is all about real-world deployment and getting actual work done. It's not about just generating text anymore. It's about executing tasks. And maybe the biggest sign of all, AI isn't just scaring writers anymore. Now it's scaring some of the biggest investors on the planet. This new reality is rolling out way faster than anybody really expected. The digital coworkers have arrived and they're clocking in for their first day on the job. The agents are here. The only question left to ask is, are we ready?